03717 223344. That's the number to dial if you want to come on national radio and have your say. That's exactly what Gladstone, the Arsenal fan, has done. Hello, Gladstone. How are you?
Hello, guys. How are we?
I'm good. I'm very well. Are you good today? You well? On the back of that
yeah.
silverware?
I'll take it.
Okay.
But for me, what was more important was getting a result over Man City.
Mm-hmm.
8 games is a long time without beating a team.
You didn't beat them, though.
We did. It was on penalties, isn't it? You're still beating them.
That's how you win.
I know,
You've got to take that. And for the young squad, that we've got, it's the right tonic, and they've got the feel of that victory, right? And I think it will hold us in very good stead, And I know you might say we didn't actually win over 90 minutes. Granted, that's true. But when you consider that the past 2 games that we played them, we've lost both games convincingly. It was just it's progress of some form. So yeah.
Gladstone, don't you think as well though? If Manchester City had won, all it would have been was Arsenal get beat by Manchester City again. Manchester City beat Arsenal again. It's about psychologically getting past that. And even though it wasn't 90 minutes, it was still getting the result over Manchester City.
Yeah, because with sport, right, the psychological side is very, very important. It is very, very important, and they needed that.
I just, Gladstone, thanks for your call. I just think the next time you play each other in the Premier League, no one will stand up and go, come on, we drew them in the Community Shield, come on.
We beat them.
No, but do you know what I mean? The game meant more to you than it did City.
Yeah, that I don't disagree with that one bit. But still, for Arsenal moving forward, it was about beating Manchester City, and regardless how they did it, they have got the result and they picked up the trophy. It sounds like
trophy. It's a shield bed.
I remember when I was at Charlton and we played Chelsea in the League Cup, and we beat them on penalties. We drew 1-1 in normal time and beat them.
Did you?
Yes, and we beat them on pens. And I remember Jose coming out after the game and saying, we didn't lose, we drew, but they lost.
I know, but that's a cup competition.
So is this kind of.
Yeah, but you've got 2 teams. You've got one team that won the FA Cup, the League and Champions League, and another team. No, nothing. Let's go to Liam, who's a Blackburn fan. Hi, Liam. How are you?
You all right, boys? How you doing?
I'm great. I'm very well, thanks. Off you go. What do you want to say?
I think that they massively over-celebrated Benty, to be honest with you, mate.
Why?
It was because 30 years ago, if that was the result, they would have shared it. Do you know what I mean? Man City have lost the last 2, and it hasn't bothered. Psychologically, it didn't affect them at all. So it's just a friendly, mate. And fair play, you won it, but that means nothing. Absolutely nothing.
All right, Adam, let me ask you a question. If Blackburn won it, are you an Arsenal fan? Liam, sorry, you're a Blackburn fan. If Blackburn won it, would you have celebrated?
Yeah, I would have celebrated, but I wouldn't have. Yeah, I kind of see your point.
Yeah, if Blackburn had beaten Manchester City...
That's different.
No, it's not different. If Blackburn had beaten Manchester City, Blackburn fans would have gone crazy as well. And so would the players.
Liam?
Yeah, but we're not. We'll celebrate 1-1 at West Brom, mate.
2-1.
Hey, you won. 2-1.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but we would have been happy with 1-1. But it's not. That's a bit of a different argument there, Benty, to be honest. And another thing is, you were saying about how they're only saying it because they lost, but that's how to judge the competition, really, isn't it? They're not bothered. Man City aren't bothered because they lost, but you are bothered if you lose the Champions League or the FA Cup final because they're big, proper tournaments.
Yeah, but the only thing I say about that, and listen, he makes a great point there. My only thing is that when you're Manchester City Football Club, you've got bigger fish to fry. Like, they are talk about winning
Arsenal
everything.
Big side, aren't they?
No, Arsenal are a big side, but we've not been anywhere near Manchester City for. Arsenal haven't been that team since 2004, where they were that team where everyone was like, "Whoa, they're the team to beat." Do you know what I mean?
But the Community Shield is so far down on your list of.
I get that.
You want to win the league. You want to win the Champions League. You want to win the FA Cup. You want to get League Cup. You want to get 4th.
I understand that, but my point is that Manchester City will look at the Community Shield and think, well, okay, we lost it. Their perspective on things, Manchester City, are different to anybody else's.
What's bigger for you this season? Getting to the last 4 of the Champions League or winning the Community Shield?
Yeah, getting to the last 4. But my point is, Manchester City, like, if they'd won it or not, it would have been like, because they win everything.
Adam's an Arsenal fan. Hi, Adam.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. I'm very well, thank you for asking. How are you today?
Busy, but good.
Good. Well, long may that continue. You're an Arsenal fan. Did you celebrate like you won the boat race?
No, I did not. I can tell you now I didn't. I just felt like the whole game was just exactly the same as last season. we started off really well, at the traps, playing well, and then City just tweaked a little bit, brought on Foden, brought on De Bruyne, and they just brushed us aside. Even though the result was ours, I just felt that the overall City was just better. They didn't get out of second gear.
Do you know what? They didn't get out of second gear, but again, Adam, it's about beating Manchester City, and you're right. But Arsenal, the same thing happened last year. Certainly the game at the Emirates, I can remember. Arsenal started off well, and we had big chances to go in. I think 1-1 was at half time, but before half time, Nketiah had a header, and he could have scored, made it 2-1, completely different game. But against Manchester City, for whatever reason, Arsenal don't take big chances at big moments.
Hey, let me ask you a question, right? So you're counting as silverware. Right?
It depends what the question is.
Right. You got into the Community Shield without winning anything last season.
Course, yeah.
So in theory, Spurs could have that season. Right?
Could have got finished second.
No, I know, but in theory, Spurs could do that. Here's my question: if Spurs would have won that yesterday, is that the end of their silverware wait?
Yeah, I'll give it to them.
Would you?
Yeah, I'll give it to them.
Would you really?
Yeah. Did they win the Audi Cup pre-season?
Oh, he's gone for that.
There you go.
No need to do that.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.